Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel once again. This is your friend Abhishek, but not a financial advisor. And today I'm welcoming you in another video in which we'll be discussing NIO Stock. Yes, one of our another favorite growth stock, NIO Stock. So this video is going to be about NIO Stock forecast and analysis. So let's get started. So guys, like we have been experiencing that many of the growth companies, especially the EV sector, apart from Tesla, have been tumbling down. And the main reason is, of course, first of all, the Omicron fear and the reopening of the economy might again get a hard hit. And second, like I said, guys, when inflation happens, the interest rate rises, then the investors, the big fishes, move on to those comfortable businesses who are generating positive cash flow. I've already discussed this in my last video. You can find it in the icon above, not the last video, but before Cassava Sciences. So you can find in the icon above and have a look at it. That might give you an idea how 2022 might look like. But anyways, here we are going to talk about what are some of the negative factors which are affecting NIO stock. Because again, guys, I'm not pumping any stock here. I will give you all the transparent information, what I have and what is my personal opinion. So we will be talking about the negative factors which are affecting NIO stock in a negative way, and then we would be talking about some positive factors which, by the way, have not yet been baked into the NIO stock. So despite of amazing numbers, NIO is still tumbling, and this is actually a good news, guys, because the more it goes down, the more better opportunity it gives us. Okay, same, think about like a value investment. Yeah, when a company becomes undervalued with respect to its fundamentals, then it's an undervalued business. Of course, NIO, on the other hand, it's nowhere near a value investment. It's a growth company, it's a growing business. The fundamentals are not that great. And that's why for growth sector, we don't look into the fundamentals that much. Of course, it's important to know how the business is growing, how the sales are, yeah, from where the revenue is coming, the quarterly reports. Those are part of fundamentals, yes. But of course, guys, you will never, or let's say 90% of the cases, you will not find good fundamentals for a growth business. So anyways, guys, without further ado, let's jump on to the main content.
So guys, here I have summarized all the points which in my opinion are affecting directly or indirectly, negatively, NIO being an EV company, especially being an EV Chinese company. So the first one is the Omicron variant panic. This is a common factor for every business out there, especially those businesses who are not generating any profits or positive earnings. Yes, NIO is one of them. You should be aware about that. That's why it is considered as a growth stock, and you should be really careful with such companies and businesses. Yes, just wanted to let you guys know. So this is one of the factors, and I have covered this factor in detail in one of my videos this week. You can have a look at it in the icon above. So this is affecting the global economy. This might become a reason for the delay in the reopening of the economy completely. Okay, so slowing down of the economy. Another important factor is the ongoing semiconductors chip shortage, which is affecting not just NIO but all other EV businesses. But in this case, it is affecting NIO massively because one of the reasons was that they were really lagging in the deliveries in October. Okay, but again, guys, that was not really big of a deal, but it was made such a big deal, and semiconductor chip shortage was given the main reason. It was the main reason, but it was overhyped, let's say. But anyways, the other reason is increasing US regulatory scrutiny for the foreign companies. That's why you can see that Tesla, on the other hand, is actually rising since past 2-3 days, when actually the market is improving, but NIO is not able to recover completely because of this fear as well. The other important factor is, of course, the fear of massive debt default from this Chinese property developer Evergrande Group. So the mess which Evergrande Group created affected all the Chinese company, and seems like that this effect is still affecting NIO as a business. And again, one of the most important reasons, which is the most logical reason in my opinion, is the huge competition NIO is having right now. And not just with the Chinese manufacturers, but now also Ford is entering China. We'll cover this topic now, but this was just to summarize the factors which are affecting NIO in a negative way, in my opinion. So just to give you guys a summary. So now moving on, we know that followers of NIO have been bombarded with all what happened on December 18, which was the NIO Day. And then there was this news release that Ford said that they are going to begin selling its electrical Mustang Mark E SUV in China on Sunday. And this really affected NIO in a negative way. So all the good news which was shared on NIO Day was actually neutralized by this news, and actually the stock fell further down. So Andres Chan, Ford's international communication manager, told Detroit Free Press that these are the very first customers to get Mark E in China, and Ford is replacing NIO's approach, okay, to use dedicated stores for direct to customer transactions rather than traditional dealership model used in the US. So Ford is actually copying and pasting NIO's approach, which is kind of a really competitive thing to do. So it seems like they know the Chinese market and they know that NIO has been doing really well. So this actually goes in favor of NIO, that Ford, being the giant as an automobile manufacturer, is copying NIO's approach. Okay, so this seems that NIO was doing everything right. But anyway, so this acted as a negative catalyst, and it is a negative catalyst, not just a catalyst, but it's a negative competitive news for NIO as well. Yeah, to be honest. So again, in addition, NIO's vehicle shipments declined sharply in October. This was, like I said, this acted as a much bigger negative catalyst, and people began panicking that, okay, this semiconductor shortage is not going to, like, let's say it's not a short-term problem, it's going to last forever, and this and that, and panic selling. And of course, also guys, it's the end of the year, so I do think that due to tax purposes also we are facing this sell-off. But anyways, so now some positive points finally. Okay, we discussed all the factors which are affecting NIO in a negative way, but now it's time to consider and look at some positive points as well. So first of all, NIO is focused on rapidly expanding. Yeah, they are focusing on expansion in China and Europe, the two largest EV markets in the world today. And according to International Energy Agency 2021 Global EV Outlook, China and Europe are expected to account for 16.6 million to 25.3 million EVs by 2030, and NIO is targeting them. The other important thing for NIO is, while it's continuing to focus on China, NIO plans to eventually make half of its sales in foreign markets. So NIO is really expanding. It's not saying, but it's really expanding, and we will see this in their quarterly reports. And in September 2021, it launched sales of its flagship SUV in ES8 in Norway. This was the first sign that they are on the verge of expansion, international expansion, and the world's leader for EV adoption should provide NIO with an ease entry point to the European market. So we can see that their first step to release and launch their flagship SUV ES8 in Norway was the first step to enter the European market, to make their way into the European market and to ease this entry point into the European market. And the company plans to begin selling its vehicles in Germany, Netherlands, Denmark and Sweden in 2022. So we will see this in 2022, how much of this plan is actually implemented. Of course, we need to see their manufacturing records, and that's why it's important, guys, to keep a track of the company and to keep yourself updated with each and every quarter when the numbers are coming out. So you should not just be focusing on the numbers of and sales. Of course, that's an important factor, but also from where this revenue is coming. Yeah, so our main focus should be, in my opinion, that if their revenue is significant from international markets, then NIO is gearing up to launch 3 new vehicle models and a separate mass market brand in 2022. So again, guys, remember this term, mass market brand. We will come on to one of the rumors which could be a really big catalyst for NIO and could help NIO in a really big way. But anyways, so they are trying to create this mass market brand in 2022, and the company has disclosed plans to start shipping its new flagship ET7 sedan in March. During its annual NIO Day event on December 18, management also unveiled the ET5, a mid-size sedan to be delivered starting September, priced to compare with Tesla Model 3. And this is the biggest advantage, in my opinion, for this model, that is the affordability factor. Okay, NIO has not yet revealed the details about the third vehicle. It plans to launch in 2022, but these new models are supposed to help compete NIO more effectively with its Chinese peers Xpeng and Li Auto. So another positive news in favor of NIO. And then again, like we know that NIO is using the BaaS subscription solution, which is really unique and just for NIO. Just NIO is doing this BaaS subscription solution, battery as a service, that is replacing the full battery backup upfront. So the buyers are paying less for their cars and sign up for subscriptions under which they can regularly and quickly swap out their depleted battery packs with fully charged or upgraded ones. So to make this business model successful, now NIO has built a network of over 700 automated battery swap stations across more than 150 Chinese cities, as well as over 600 destinations. Now guys, when people say that NIO is not profitable, of course NIO is not profitable, it's a growth company, but yes, I understand that it's overpriced as well. I'm not denying that fact, but they are spending a lot of money on capital expenditure. And as you can see right here, they have built up a massive network for their BaaS service solution. That's where the money is going. You have to understand that, okay? The company has partnered with Royal Dutch Shell, another really big news, to add 100 more battery swap stations in China by 2025 and to start pilot projects in Europe next year. So guys, this is where the money is going. The money is going back to the business from all the sales and all the revenue which they are generating. And for EV companies, it's not easy to become positive cash flow companies, cash flow cows, yeah, and to get positive earnings so easily, especially with such big competition. Anyways, so now we know that NIO delivered less, yeah, compared to the previous year in October, but NIO delivered 10,878 vehicles in November, almost 3 times as many as it shipped in October. That's why I said, guys, just looking into the sales for 1 month doesn't make any sense, doesn't make any logic, doesn't make any sense to be panicked about, okay? And when the company had to reduce production volume to restructure and upgrade manufacturing lines in preparation for the launch of new ET7 sedan, that was a temporary headwind which seems to have been mostly resolved. So they were restructuring and upgrading their manufacturing lines. This was the reason why their numbers were declining in October, because they had to launch their ET7 sedan. So guys, don't just make some panic decisions based on a data which is going to last just for a quarter or just for 1 month. Invest carefully and see the bigger picture. Anyway, so moving on. Now, the most important part, people are also talking about Xpeng and Li Auto being big competitors. They are indeed big competitors, but look at the valuation of NIO for now, okay? So NIO delivered 80,000 vehicles to the end of November, while Xpeng delivered around 82,155 and Li Auto 76,000. But the price to sales ratio of NIO compared to Xpeng is really significant. With just 2,000 vehicles more, they have a price to sales ratio of over, the difference is of over 4, which is really big and significant. And that's why I consider NIO, and I am invested more into NIO because of their upcoming plans and their expansion. So NIO, being a Chinese company, is getting a hard hit, yes, but that doesn't mean that that is going to last forever. That's just my personal opinion. So that was the last positive point, in my opinion, why I am considering NIO. Now, the other most important thing, which is not, it could be a positive point, but now it's just a rumor, it's that NIO might get a partnership with BYD, guys. BYD, where Warren Buffett is invested, and it is one of the China's largest automaker. But again, that's just a rumor for now. And there was a report released where the reporter said that the local media are reporting that 2 EV companies are far along in talks to create a sub-brand for NIO to help create a mass market for its product. Like I just asked you guys to remember the mass market policy. This is what NIO is planning, okay? But we are not sure about this news for now. It is just, let's say, a rumor for now. There was some reports saying that they are planning to partner up with BYD, and it is noted that NIO itself confirmed general plans for a sub-brand when it reported its second quarter results in August. And William Li, NIO CEO, said the NIO brand has a similar relationship with this new brand as Lexus has with Toyota and Audi has with Volkswagen. And that's where this idea, this rumor emerged from that BYD could be this partner, because Toyota, Volkswagen are like BYD for Audi and Lexus. Yeah. So that is all, guys. That is my personal opinion. That is what I wanted to share with you guys regarding NIO, and why I think that NIO in long term could be a really good play. Again, I know NIO is not a profitable company. The evaluation, if you consider looking at the fundamentals, is overpriced, of course, but that's the story for all growth stocks, guys. Look at Tesla, okay? So this is what I wanted to inform you with. This is the piece of information which I wanted to give you guys, and that's all, guys.
So that's it, guys. That's all for today, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, then give it a thumbs up, and yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then do subscribe. And I guess, guys, this video will come out in 2022, if not in 2021, because I'm recording it on 30th and tomorrow is 31st, and I'll be a bit busy. And if it does in 2022, then I wish you a lot of happiness, good health, and I hope you guys achieve your aims, short-term aims, year by year, step by step, and become successful when it comes to investment or whatever other aims you have in your life. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and ciao.